Hi my beautiful friends, it's Laciey Lovely here today, and today we are doing a makeup review on the new L'Oreal palettes. Now this is really exciting because the drugstore is known to not have palettes, and now they're starting to come out with palettes, which I think is really nice because you know, the palettes you buy at Sephora and Ulta can get pretty pricey, and ever since like Maybelline came out with their nude palette, a lot of other makeup companies from the drugstore are also jumping on the palette bandwagon. Now I think it's incredible because it's like, who wouldn't want to buy a cheap palette for the same quality as like a expensive palette? So this is the L'Oreal one. It's called LA Palette Nude 1. They actually have released two palettes. This one is the first, and then this one is more nude colors, a lot of browns and shimmers, and then this one is more of a plummy toned palette, and I love plum toned eyeshadows, but I have a cajillion palettes of plum toned and I only have like one palette of nudes, so I decided to get the nude one. And I actually did this makeup look today with this palette, and I will show you guys how I achieved this look with this palette, so stay tuned for that at the end. But so far, my first impression, I've only done this one makeup look on it. So far, my first impression is that the brush just fell out. It does come with a brush, as you can see here. I think it's nice. I only like one end of it. I haven't used it, but I will, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So on one end of it, it's like a press on. I don't really know what these are called. I never really liked them, but on the other side is like an actual brush that I do like. So I think that's cool that they give you a free brush, because it's like Urban Decay always gives you a free brush, and I just think that's cool. This was actually, I think, pretty expensive for being drugstore. I think it was around $15. But you do get 10 eyeshadows, and the eyeshadow quality is pretty good. I think the mattes are really good pigmentation. They're not really powdery. They're just really nice, solid colors that I think everyone should have a nice nude palette in their collection. So I think this is a good palette. The shimmers I don't think are that phenomenal. And I originally discovered this palette through a YouTuber, and her YouTube name is Tati. She is like a makeup goddess. She is just amazing at what she does, and she did a review on this, and she loved it. So with her loving it, I was like, I have to try this palette. And so far, I think it is a pretty good palette. It's like a nice, you know, like what I've been saying this whole introduction. It's really nice. I don't know if everyone needs it. If you already kind of have a nudes eyeshadows, then I don't think you need it, because that's just basically what it is. It is just browns, and I don't have a lot of brown tones, so it was good for me. It may not be good for you. So that is my first impression of this new makeup palette from L'Oreal. I will show you guys how to achieve this look right now, so let's get into it. Alright, I am starting out with priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Potion Primer. And after I am done priming my eyes, I am going to use the tape method that I showed you in a previous video. But make sure with the tape, you put it on the back of your hand before applying it to your skin, because if you don't, it may tear at the sensitive skin. Now I'm going in with a lighter color that is darker than my skin tone, which is labeled number 3 on the palette, and I am really just putting it everywhere on my eyelid, making a mess. And the one thing I can say is there was no fallout with these eyeshadow colors. Now I am going in with a golden tone color, which is number 7 on this, and I'm really directing it on the outer half of my eye. Now I will be going in with a littler brush with the darkest color in this eyeshadow palette, which is number 6, and really defining it on the outside half of my eyelid in a sort of V shape. And I am really getting in there, making to make sure I get the bottom of my eyelashes to the V shape. Now I am going in with a mixture of number 9 and number 8 in the eyeshadow palette. And I will be using these colors to kind of darken up the V-shaped line that I created before. The mixture of these two shadows is really nice because one is a gray toned and one is a brown tone, which kind of makes the look a little bit more defined and kind of more interesting. So again, I'm just really focusing this color on the outer V that I was talking about earlier. Now I'm going in with the 2 lightest shades in this palette and mixing them together, and that is number 10 and number 1, and really just focusing this color on the inner corner of my eye and kind of putting it on the middle of my eyelid as well, but not too much, but mainly just on the inner corner, and really packing it in. And now I am going to be using the same lighter shades mixed together under my eyebrow to highlight the brow bone. Now I'm going in with my favorite liner, which is the Kat Von D eyeliner called Trooper, and I'm making a really thin line. I really don't like thick lines, and so I'm using the tape as a guideline to wing out the liner, and then I take the tape off and kind of fix the liner a little bit more, and then I go back and do the exact same thing on the other eye. So this is the final look, guys. I think it turned out really nice. I really like these eyeshadows, and I recommend it to you if you're looking for a nude or a plummy color. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye!